One ring. That's all it took to change Elizabeth's life.
Hello?
Elizabeth answered and received the news no mother wants to hear. On his way home, Ted, her son, was hit head-on by a car across the median. Tommy was driving the other car. He had been at a party where he had gotten drunk. He blacked out driving and never even saw Ted Morris's car coming down the other side of the road. Ted died the next morning. Tommy's blood alcohol level was about 3 times the legal limit. Almost 2 years later, the trial closed when Tommy reached a plea bargain that allowed him to be freed on probation. Tommy was now free, and Elizabeth began having revenge fantasies in which she would kill him. But Elizabeth had a problem. She was the recipient of grace. A Christian, Elizabeth took her pain to God, and as she prayed, she realized that her Heavenly Father had also had his innocent son murdered. She knew she had to forgive Tommy, as God had forgiven her. Not much later, Tommy got drunk and violated his parole agreement. Tommy was sentenced to 3 months in prison, and Elizabeth visited him regularly. When he got out, Elizabeth and her husband Frank began building a relationship with Tommy and talking to him about Jesus. One night, Elizabeth, Frank, and Tommy drove to church where Frank baptized his son's killer. Elizabeth and Frank now view Tommy as their son. He attends church with them every Sunday, and then they go out for lunch. Tommy calls them every single day. Elizabeth put all of her pain into God's hands and shared his amazing grace.